We are live, baby. Woo-hoo, let's go. Get it started.
Evening, everybody. Hey, Bruce McElhaney, and my special guest, as you well know him, Kerry, Mr. Excitement from Bronx, New York. We are live and right on time, and we're gonna rock and roll the the Unit of Prosperity Getting Started training tonight. It's going to help you launch your TLC business, as well as if you've been around for a little while and you still have questions, you want to relaunch your business, or get on track and really explode going into 2016. We definitely want to help you finish off the year strong and run right into 2016 and just explode your business. So with that, we're going to jump right in here. And Kerry, if you want to jump out there and introduce yourself. Not that most people don't know you, but feel free.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Kerry, Mr. Excitement, Bronx, New York. Y'all already know who I am. For those of you that don't know, you just was introduced. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, training is so important. As a new person coming in, there's so much information all over the place. You got to have some sort of central system that you can always plug into, and that's what we have here, and that's what we strive to make sure that we're always in communication with all of the organization, because things are going fast. We're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and a lot of trainings don't give you a chance to ask Q&A. So we're actually going to open this up at the end for Q&A, so that we can kind of address some maybe specific questions that was not covered in the Getting Started training. So guys, I'm flat out super excited. I'm a director with Total Life Changes, on my way to executive, on my way to regional, national. It's going down. I'm going to see a lot of you guys in New Orleans. So I'm going to turn it back over to Bruce. Take it away, Bruce.
All right. We're going to jump right in here and get started. I just posted a post. You'll see a big red question mark with a little guy be standing beside the question mark in the UOP Wellness page and on Facebook. So you can either post your questions there, or you can actually post them in the chat. We'll get to them. We'll monitor as best as we can both places, and we'll answer as many questions as we can get to tonight. But we definitely want to share a system that is duplicatable. And I want to tell you where I'm going to get this information from. First of all, actually a couple of different places. But if you look in the Unit of Prosperity Wellness page under the Files tab, and if you have not been there, let me do this. I'm going to give me just a second. I'm going to do a quick screen share and show you a couple of things, and then we'll come back so you can see us on the screen. But I want you to understand where I'm getting this information at. So with that, bear with me for a second. I'm going to share my screen. Kerry, let me know if you can see it here in just a second.
No problem, Bruce. I'll let you know. Okay, I can see it, Bruce.
You see it? All right, cool. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up. Most of you probably are already in this page, and this is the Facebook Mastermind group for the Unit of Prosperity UOP Wellness.
You may want to close out the little chats.
Oh, yep, that probably would help. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. All right. So where I'm going to be drawing some information from is right here in the Files tab. When I open this up, you're going to see a tremendous amount of information in here. Please take the time to spend some time in here. There's everything imaginable, from marketing pieces, flyers, you name it. And so these tools are here for your use, and they are definitely, you know, free of charge. You can come in here and use them, you know, 24/7, anytime you want to. Where I'm going to be getting the information tonight is right here, the Phase 4 Success System. I actually placed, I don't know if it has both versions here. It does, I believe. I'm going to click on that first, and I'm going to open it up. Now, recently I actually watched a training that Ms. Portis did, and Twyla Portis, and I was, you know, it was very, what I thought was duplicatable, and she called it the 4-phase success system. So I'm going to share that with you. Carrie, can you see that? Now you should be able to. Okay. So this is actually under that tab. I know you probably.
Hold on, Bruce. No, we're still seeing your desktop.
Do what?
We're still seeing the Facebook.
You're still seeing the Facebook. Okay.
Right. No, what you want to do, if it's a PowerPoint, Bruce?
It's actually the document. I was just going to show the document.
Right. Did you open it up?
I did. It's on my desktop now.
Right. So stop screen sharing and start it again. Did you select document, or did you select show entire screen?
I just did the document.
No, just do share desktop, and whatever you're on, you're gonna pull up on your computer. We'll see.
Okay, I got you. Hang on just a second. Okay, so just do the screen share again.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so now go to whatever document you was going to before.
All right. Can you see that? Carrie? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. You're still on the Google Hangout right now. You didn't click off the Google Hangout.
All right. Well, anyway, as long as they know where this is coming from, there's actually a document in there. You can go in there and print this down, and I'm going to refer to this as we go along a little bit.
Actually, where is it? It's in the is it at the top?
It's in the Files tab. It's the 4-phase success system is what I'm referring to.
Okay, so they can follow along from there.
They can. All right.
Okay, so this is what you're gonna go over, the 4-phase.
Yeah. We'll touch on this. I'm not going to go into a lot of depth here, but I just want them to understand where the information's coming from. This comes from an executive ambassador in Total Life Changes. So you know, it's definitely duplicatable, and I'm just going to refer a little bit from here, here and there. I'll refer to to this document so that you understand where this is coming from. First of all, one of the things that's extremely important in Total Life Changes, we are in a product-based company, okay? And so with that in mind, you definitely, absolutely want to be a product of your own product. You want to be your own best customer, and once, even prior to that, if you don't have your own success story yet, what you'll simply want to do is borrow other pictures that you can find online on Facebook, and you definitely want to be able to tell your story. I use a series of pictures, for example, that are powerful when you're talking with potential customers and future business partners as well. So we've got tremendous products. I'm not going to go into all those tonight because this is not product training, but definitely one thing that I'm going to recommend that you do is walk around your home and take a look at our product portfolio first. And it is very, very, very simple to go through your home and look at, other vitamins that you're taking, other, products, what I call brand X, okay? Things that are not going to support your business. If you owned a Chevy dealership, would you drive a Ford? Okay, probably not. So, with that in mind, go around your home, and what you'll find is that 40-point auto ship is peanuts, compared to the volume that you can drive from your in your own business by just your own personal use. Everything from vitamins, weight loss products. There's skincare products, coffee, et cetera, et cetera. So be your own best customer first of all. Once you have results, I had results within 5 days. I had lost 7 pounds just from drinking the Delgado coffee. And so I knew that these products worked. I just had to branch out my experience into other product lines. So, Carrie, if you want to jump in anytime, feel free. And, make sure you set your auto ship up. My personal opinion of that is, set it and forget it. And, depending on what fits into your budget, once you review what products you're able to use from personal use products in your, from your own home, for example, you'll be amazed that it'll be more than likely a whole lot more than 40 points. Okay, 40 points is very simple. 40 points is 1 month of tea or, a box of Delgado coffee, for example. And so if you go through and you look at the vitamins that you're taking, that you're buying, from wherever, weight loss products, skincare products, coffee, et cetera, you'll find very quickly that you'll probably have 80, 120 points worth of products just simply by, you're not spending more money. All you're doing is repositioning what you're already spending. Okay. And
hey,
so
bro, let me chime in on that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Take it off of screen share mode.
Okay. Got it.
Okay. So let me see. Let's just go back here. Okay. So one of the things, ladies and gentlemen, that you got to realize when somebody's signing up, and some of you may have noticed this, and some of you may not have, when they're doing an auto ship, only one product. The system is only allowing you to select one product for their actual auto ship. So if you're taking the application yourself, you have control over that. So when they're setting up, the system is going to ask, which one of these products do you want on auto ship? Now, these products can be any combination, of these. So it could be the 4-pack of tea, could be on auto ship. Okay, the NutriBurst could be on auto ship. These are the two main ones that I suggest be on somebody's auto ship, because the NutriBurst has that wow factor. The tea has that wow factor also, and it's also our flagship product. Okay, so this is $44.95. This is $44.95. And change. Okay, both of these have a 40-point volume. So at bare minimum, if they're getting this, they should be getting this also. If they're getting this, they should be getting this also.
Absolutely.
So you'll start somebody out great at just these two products. A lot of us are just going T, and we're missing the creme de la creme. This is the knockout punch right here. This is the knockout. This is the lack of a better word, crack in the bottle. Okay, they are going to be addicted to this NutriBurst because what it does to your body, you're going to be feeling so much energy, feeling so good. The day you don't take it, you are going to feel it. You are definitely going to feel it. Okay, so these two is a great combo, and it puts you in place at 80 points every month, 80 points in volume, which is the minimum requirement needed for you to hit the first level in leadership and in a pay raise, again, in a pay raise with total life changes, which is you making the goal of going director. Okay, so this is why I wanted to say is very important. So remember, when you're setting somebody up, it's only going to have one box. It's only going to allow you to select one item to place on auto ship. If you're putting in the application, once the application is in, you will go over to auto ship and edit the auto ship and add the other product, so that on a monthly basis, this person is going to be getting 2 products. If they're getting 2 products on auto ship. If they're only getting 1 in the beginning, then follow the system. But if you're entering in the person and they want 2 products, you go in and you edit the auto ship so that they're getting their 2 products on auto ship minimum. All right, back to you, Bruce.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's extremely good point, because 80 points is what it takes to get to director, and the faster you get to director, the faster you're into some good profits. Like Kerry said, the pay raise is critical. The faster that you can prove or help that individual prove to themselves that this business, that they can succeed in this business, or that you can succeed, it's amazing. Another thing too is when you first start, you may not have a team right away, okay, but you are still a leader, okay. And the reason I say that you're a leader is that start thinking like a business person and lead yourself into making very critical decisions. And what you'll find is everything that you do in your own business is duplicatable as your business grows. So probably the biggest thing, and I own a conventional business too, and what you'll find is if you start your business out correctly, when it's small, when it's large, it's not a monster. Okay, you want it to be a monster, but you don't want it to be a scary monster. Okay, so you definitely want to follow the proven system that's already in place. All right. I'm going to keep going on here, and another thing that you want to do. We've heard a lot of this stuff, but it's certainly worth repeating. If you want to definitely define your why. You want to know from the very beginning. You want to have a huge reason, and it has to be something that's personal to you, that literally is from your heart. Because when you take your business from your head, that 18 inches between your head to your heart, and when it's deep in your heart and it's personal to you, it doesn't matter how tired you are. If you're working a job, for example, doesn't matter if you're working another business, doesn't matter what you're doing, whether it's part-time or full-time with TLC business, you could be absolutely worn out and you'll still be willing to make the next phone call, or you'll be willing to do whatever it takes to succeed. Otherwise, if it's just that you want to buy a lawnmower in 3 years, you're probably not going to be as serious and driven to do that. So it definitely has to be a personal decision and a personal vision. And if you ever lose track of that, or if it becomes fuzzy, make sure you write those reasons down. Put a vision board up, pictures right in front of you. Keep those in front of you, because without that, its vision is absolutely critical. Now, you want to take your vision and spin that into goals and to a plan as well. And what you want to do, again, you want to have written goals. They need to be specific. They need to be clear, and write these down. And we've all heard about goals, but 3% of the population are independently wealthy, and 3% of the population write their goals down. So why do those coincide? Okay, it's because the people that climb to the top of the heap and are independently wealthy. I mean, there's been studies done on this, and it's undoubtedly one of the most important things that you can do for your business is to know exactly what your goals are and keep them in front of you. I have mine right on my steering wheel in my vehicle. I'm in my vehicle a lot, and I know exactly it's dated. I know exactly what it is. I know how much I'm going to make. I know what it's going to take to get to that goal. And I keep that in my face all the time. I keep it, right smack in front of me. So, these things, like I said, you've heard these before, but people that are going to, success is not going to jump out and grab you. And it's going to be a matter of those that, climb to the top of the mountain. They didn't get there by accident. And so these things are super important. The next step in your process is to create a names list. And I actually have one that this is actually something, excuse me for 1 second. This is actually a great tool. You'll find it on networkmarketingpro.com, and it's called the Ultimate Memory Jogger. And this is incredible. It's a great tool. And I've used it for many, many years in network marketing, and it works well. Now, your first place that you should go, or that I recommend that you go for a names list, is everybody has one today, okay? And everyone has a phone book, and these are people that are, family, friends, business associates, people that from church, people from the Rotary Club, variety of different people. You can talk to these people. You can just call them up and say, hey, I've got something to share with you. Hey, come over. I got a friend of mine coming over. I want to introduce you to it. Okay. You don't have to, it's amazing how many, that literally is a gold mine right at your fingertips. And, so you definitely want to create that and create it strong. 100 names, 150, 200 names. The bigger the list, the bigger the goals, the bigger the list. The bigger the plan, and the bigger the success in the future. Okay.
Hey, Bruce?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Let me chime in there on that.
Absolutely.
Also, I'm looking at. Okay, where are we getting back from? That's what it is. Okay, so I'm hearing myself. I'm trying to make sure I'm not coming in. Close out of that. Okay, I'm looking at the Network Marketing Pro. Where exactly on there? Because a lot of times we want to make stuff simple. We don't want them to get lost going over here, because I utilize this site a lot, and there's a lot of information on
there.
There
is. That actually, when you're looking at that document in the Files tab under Create Your List, there is actually a link there that I put right in the document.
Click from there. They can click on it from the Files tab.
I don't know if it's clickable, but if it's not clickable, just copy and paste it right out of that document, right into your browser, and it'll pop right up.
Okay. Perfect. So, yep. All right. So then let me do this here so I can share with everybody. Entire screen. Okay. So you should be seeing my screen right now, correct?
Got it.
You seeing the desktop?
Yes, got it.
And you seeing the document?
I got the document.
Okay. So
you're on it with your cursor, one line up. There you go. You got it.
All right. So here, here's where it is, guys. Okay. Here's where it is. Okay. So if you was to copy this without the period on the end. And let me undo that. So, if you highlight it, copy it up to the period, copy it, come over to your browser, right click, paste and go. It brings you directly into the PDF. Okay, which is outstanding. So what I'll probably do here for you guys is copy this. Come over here to the Hangout, and let me see if it. Let me see if it. Let me see if it comes up in here. Does it hyperlink still?
Yep, you got it.
It does hyperlink.
I don't know. If yeah, it did. It hyperlinked.
There we go. Okay, and I'll also put it inside of the group right here. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's very this is one of the most crucial parts of your business is the list. Now, listen, I just recently came back from the Super Saturday event in Philly, okay, with Nina Mora and Stormy Wellington. And let me tell you guys, that there was crazy. Okay, it was crazy. It was packed. They ran out of seats. Over 300 people there. IBOs that was sitting down, independent business owners that was sitting down, they had to give up their seats. But Stormy said it. She said 9 out of her 14 nationals and above was right in here.
Yep.
Was right in here. And what happened was she was so broke. She says, I don't care who says no to me inside of this device. Your why, as Bruce talked about, okay? You know, as Candace Bird Davis says, why stands for what hurts you.
Wow.
Because you're gonna have to hurt. Okay? You're gonna, you know, I use my fear as my motivation. I don't ever want to be homeless. Okay? I am scared of being homeless. Okay? So I turn that fear into passion and drive, and to make sure I'm doing income producing activities every day. So right now, this week is the best time for you to do what? Catch up. Because it's a holiday. Even if you don't celebrate, you say, hey, happy holidays. Okay? You were in my phone, and I noticed we haven't talked in so long. I wanted to catch up. Everybody's expecting some sort of call from a stranger or longtime friend right now, this week, starting after tomorrow. So you got free reign to call a phone number that you haven't called or called in years, just because this week is a holiday week. Okay? So listen, 9 of Stormy's nationals and above came from her phone. And she's the one that made $1 million earner in 7 months.
Yep.
You got to get out of your own way. All they can say is no. Because if you're serious about this business, you're going to show your family, you're going to show your friends, and then you're going to start your business. Because guess what? McDonald's, if I owned a McDonald's and I only had my family and friends to come and eat, that McDonald's is going out of business.
Yes, sir.
They ain't that many Happy Meals, Big Macs, Quarter Pounders, French fries in the world. Okay? Maybe the breakfast menu, they'll come in every day. But other than that, I will be out of business if I only relied on my 5, 6, 20 friends and family to support my business. That's not real. That's not realistic in this world. All right. Back to you, Bruce. What's the next topic?
Well, I want to say, just segue onto what you were saying there, Kerry. Once you've gone through the family and friends, and maybe you've been like I have. I'm a card carrying member. I don't have a card, but of the NFL club, the no friends left, type. We've all heard about it. Been in every business imaginable. Kerry has too. And as soon as you pick up the phone and say, hi, this is Bruce, the first thing they're thinking, they're just waiting. They know, it's you're in another business and you're going to introduce it to them. And, so if and when that time were to ever come, your list is your raw material, is a living organism. Okay, it's a living document, and you should keep it alive. Okay, because as soon as your list is dead, your business is dead. Okay, that's blunt, but I'll tell you what. When you have a why big enough that it doesn't matter what you do. I spent 2 hours on the street today, and I put out over almost between 350 and 400 sticky notes all over the place. Dallas is going to be sticky like you wouldn't believe, because I get out there anytime that I have the time to do it. And I mean, it's an old school method, but I got people ringing my phone and they're calling me, and I got people that I've called out of my phone, but it's going to keep that constantly alive. I got 5 to 10 people, brand new people that I talk to every single day. And a pack of sticky notes cost you virtually nothing. So you can put them out there, fast and furious. And, if you want to reach your goals, all I'm saying is, do whatever it takes, whether it's business cards, whether we're getting into marketing now, but I'll come back to that if we get time to do that. But it all comes back to your why. If your why is strong enough, you'll walk through fire to get to it. Okay. PS3. All that simply means is you want to when you're talking with your friends, family, anybody on your contact list, on your list, you want to do just a matter of a few things. Very simply, you want to keep it simple. You want to pique their interest. You want to share the plan, and then you want to do a 3-way call for validation. Okay, even if you started today, all right, you can ask the question: do you or anybody else, or do you or anyone that you know want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days and make $500 to $1,500 a week part-time from home? Very simple question. Okay. And then if they say, well, yeah, I'd like to, lose some weight, or I'd like to, share the products with them. Share the, if you don't know the plan, it's a matter of, studying it. What I do is I do a pre-screening on these sticky notes. I actually send them to a sizzle call, or I actually 3-way them to a sizzle call. It's better yet. And at the end of it, I actually ask them for a decision. I just simply ask them, what was your favorite part, or what did you like best about the call? And they'll say the money, the products, both, whatever. And I'll say on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best, where do you see your level of interest at the present time? Okay, very simple, 2 questions, and whatever they tell me is fine. All right, I'm just looking for a decision, and if it's yes, let's move. If it's no, let's move. All right, and then if it's yes, if Carrie were my original Stinson's my sponsor, for example, I'll call Mr. Stinson, and I'll say your original. When do you have a couple of minutes that you can do a 3-way call? If whatever. And if your sponsor is busy, find somebody that is a plugged-in person, plugged into the system. And I know Don out in New Mexico actually called me and asked me if I would 3-way into one of his transformation parties, and I've done that. And so you want to know who's doing that with you, but you can certainly have somebody else do it and help you out too in your success line, because they have a vested interest in helping you. But I will tell you this, TLC, this is one of the few businesses I've ever seen where everybody helps everybody. It is amazing. It doesn't matter, cross line, up line, down line, whatever the case. I know a gentleman from North Carolina, excuse me, just sent me a message right before I got on the call and asked me, can I attend? And I absolutely, you want to watch what we're doing? Absolutely. Let's do it. So, it's important that you talk to a lot of people. It's either yes or no next, and just keep it moving. Okay. Don't get stuck on any certain person. You want to get binary qualified. Let's keep moving here. So we don't use a lot of time, because we certainly want to get to your questions. But binary qualified is nothing more than having one person on your left team and one person on your right team at a minimum of 40 points auto ship. I didn't say $40. That's 40 points auto ship. That's 1 month of tea. That's a box of Delgado coffee. It's one bottle of NutriBurst. It's one product. Okay. And bottom line, the people, again, in your cell phone, if they own a business, say, look, I support your business. Would you support mine? If they cut your hair, tell them, look, I come in here for a haircut and support your business and help you support your family. Will you help me support mine? And if they tell you no, you need to go get someplace else to get your haircut or your shoes shined or your car fixed or whatever. Okay. Because, it needs to be mutual respect there. Okay. That's my opinion, but that's definitely what I do. I'll support them as long as they're willing to support my business as well. Okay. And all you're looking for is two people that either want to do one or two things or both. You want to find two people that either want to lose weight, make money, or both. Okay, very simple. And this is the prime time for this business right now. Not that any time is bad, but this is prime time. What do we have? We have the end of the year coming up. We have New Year's Eve coming up. How many people on this call, you don't have to answer this, but how many of you, I've done it, makes a New Year's resolution, and a week later you can't remember what the resolution was. You certainly aren't going to go through with it in many cases, and I've done it a million times. Okay, so there's people out there that just listen to what they're saying. They're going to tell you what they want to do. And they're going to tell you, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to get healthier. I'm going to join the gym. I'm going to do blah blah blah. Whatever that is. Listen to what they say, because you have products. You have over 40 products in 6 or 7 different markets that we can tap into. Okay, and so just listen, and we're here to solve problems. Kerry, do you want to take this away on the tea party? Or you want me to keep going?
Hold on 1 second.
All right, I'll keep going. Just jump in here where you want. All right.
No, I'll take it.
All right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you definitely want to schedule your first wow party. Tea parties, it's not a wow party, because let me tell you, these products will definitely wow who's ever over. So if you can get, and let me tell you, not no big shindig, okay? Not no big shindig. All you need is a couple of people over, five or six people. 5 or 6 people, invite them over. If you have not purchased the Momentum magazine, make sure I'm on center stage here. If you have not purchased the Momentum magazine, you need to purchase the Momentum magazine, because inside of this magazine, that video does all the work. All we do, we don't sell products, we sell results. All we do, you put this DVD in, you let this DVD play, and then you talk about which one of these products really stood out for you, okay? And even if your sponsor is far away and can't be there, once you've done, played the video, told them what products work for you, get your sponsor on the phone, okay? With technology now, FaceTime, Google Hangout, okay? Put them up on the computer, okay? Start thinking outside the box, okay? If you got the room filled right now, if Bruce had a room full of people and I was his sponsor, okay? He's in Texas, I'm in New York, okay? All Bruce has to do, turn on the camera on the webcam, okay? Launch up Google Hangout, all right? Real simple, okay? And stream me into the living room. And I'll be talking to all the guests right there. All right. We got to use technology to our advantage. Okay. Use technology to our advantage. All right. So definitely schedule your party. Okay. Get your friends and your family over and let the tools do the work. Now, if you're a person that says, my house is not big, it's not clean, it's not whatever, then you know what? you need to be utilizing the other tools. Like Bruce said, the on-demand call, sizzle number, okay? There's many of them out there, all right? And remember, everything that we're teaching here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is on trainingtlcreps.com, okay? We're not going to go into how you log into the back office. It's on trainingtlcreps.com. We're not going to show you how to, switch your leg from the left to the right, that's in trainingtlcreps.com. All that fancy mechanical stuff is there, okay? And I just have to warn you. Let me warn all the new people right now. The person in your friends and family circle that you think is going to blow this thing up, they're not. 9 times out of 10. Now, the slowest, no enthusiasm ever before in their whole entire life, friend or family member that you know, that may be the person that blows this thing up. So you never know. But a lot of us are looking at people and be like, man, release yourself from the emotional connection. Get ready for your friends and some of your family to say no. Okay? And there's a good book. There's a good book out there. Okay? And Bruce just said something, threw me off.
Go for now.
Okay? But I remember reading it. And I think it's How to Win Friends and Influence People, something like that, or The Magic of Thinking Big. One of those two. But Colonel Sanders, the person that made Kentucky Fried Chicken recipe, he went to over 30 people and shared the recipe. They all said no. They all said no. When he got to like the 31st person or the 32nd person, I forgot the number, that person said yes. Where would we be right now if somebody gave up on their dreams? This Hangout wouldn't be available. Google wouldn't even be available. We'll still be on Yahoo. Okay? That's where we would be. Okay? We wouldn't be here if people gave up on their dreams. So don't give up on your dreams, but be prepared, mentally prepared for some of your friends and some of your family to say no, because that's not the real conversation that's going on out there. Okay? Some of the conversation that's going on out there is you think everybody's going to say yes. No. When you start making money, all your friends and family are going to want to come on in now. But in the beginning, when they know you and they said you haven't done nothing with your life since whenever, wait until you're successful in making money. They're going to be banging down your door. So just protect yourself and know, hey, you know what? Kerry did say some of my friends and family would say no. Hey, no big deal. I'm keeping it moving. I'm about to be successful. All right. So if you can't book a party, make sure you utilize any one of the other tools. Send them to a webinar. Send them to the calls, the opportunity calls that we have going on. Almost every night, there's an opportunity call going on. Okay. Or get them on to a replay number. All right. So if you can't do the tea party, wild party at your house or whatever, then utilize one of those. And there's events, live events going on all the time, all over the United States. If you're close to one, just get them to one. All right, back to you, Bruce.
Absolutely. I want to say this, and I agree with the statement, Kerry. When after you get through that warm market phase, your business will blow up. Okay, it really will. Your warm market is your friends and family. They're good people to practice on. All right. Because once you hone your techniques with them and you move in, I'll give you an example. I mean, I go into hair salons and barbershops a lot, okay? And I simply bring a stack of Blitz cards, I stick them in my back pocket, I walk in, and I'll just simply ask, I introduce myself and say, do you or anybody that you know want to lose 5 pounds in 5 days and make, $500 to $1,000 a week, part-time? And I just stand there, I be quiet, and they're going to tell me whatever they tell me. Okay. It's in my mind, it's either yes, no, and then next. Yes, no, next. Okay. All I'm looking for is decision. And whatever the decision is fine, but it's their decision, okay? And but out of that, today alone, I walked into a dance studio and a hair salon next door to each other. Both of them came out of the same day about what I consider marketing offline. And I just walked into two different businesses side by side. The dance studio, I've already done an event there there were over 2,000 people in a gym. Okay. And there was people buying tea and stopping by, and I got lists of people to talk to out of that. Amazing. And then on the other hand, the hair salon I actually set up today for the 4th of December, which is a Friday, busiest day of their week, to go in and do a customer appreciation day. I'm going to set up a table. They're going to give me, basically free reign of customers. Are going to send out some flyers and have customers invite customers in and to sample our products and find out how they can lose weight, get healthier, etc. So and both of those came out of within 15 minutes of quote unquote work of actually going in and talking to two different ladies in two different businesses directly next door to each other. Okay. It's amazing, so you're going to take some no's, but when you do that, you're always closer to the yes, and you just don't know what's going to happen with those yeses. Because one phone call, one new business partner can completely, absolutely change the whole scope of your business. As we're talking here, folks, ladies and gentlemen, please, post your questions either in the chat or by the little guy with the question mark above his head there in the Facebook page. We want to answer your questions here. We don't want to just sit here and go on and on just talking. So I know you've probably have questions. A couple of more things, and then I'm gonna stop.
Yeah, Bruce. Let me just take these last couple things.
Yep, go ahead.
And then I wanted to show them something real quick. So
yep, absolutely.
Again, guys, plugging into the system. The system. This is part of the system. Okay. So we have about over 1,000 people inside of the unit of prosperity and growing. Okay. This is part of the system. Okay. Your job as an independent business owner is to point people in the direction of the system, plug them into the system, and then let the system take care of all the heavy lifting. Okay. Your main job, your main operation of your business is supposed to be making sales for your independent business. Okay. Retail. Okay. So there's many ways, there's many things out there. Okay. Now we have a whole bunch of training. Okay. We got the huddle call. We got the accountability call on Monday. We having the unit of prosperity accountability call on Thursday. We've plugged into calls on Saturday. Saturday there's another training call. So we have training up the yin yang. Okay. And it's not for you to sit there and try to be the nutty professor and try to teach everybody. It's up to you to plug them into the system and say, hey, listen, you need to find time out of your life to get on these trainings, or listen to the replay of the training, take notes, apply. After you've listened to the training, if you have any questions, feel free to ask your sponsor. So when he says stay plugged into to a plugged in person, let me just tell you, let me give you the other reality check, ladies and gentlemen. Look to the left of you and look to the right of you. One of the people standing next to you in business will not be there. They will quit. Okay? So if Mr. Reginald Stenson, my sponsor, jumps off the bridge, do you think I'm jumping off the bridge? No. Now, if the bridge is on fire, then I'm jumping off the bridge.
Might cut his finger off or something.
He might cut his finger off. But you think if he cuts his finger off, I'm cutting my finger off? No, that's an inside joke. Hey, get well soon, Reg. But don't, seriously, okay? Some of these people are not going to be there. I'm not worried about that, okay? It's you incorporated. It's you incorporated, okay? Bruce can quit. Everybody else can quit. I am in here until the company stops cutting checks, okay? I'm in here for the long haul. So you want to make sure you plug into somebody that no matter what's going on, okay, they are going down with the ship. And I, for one, is going to go down with the ship. And guess what? The ship's been running for over 15 years. So I don't think it's going down anytime soon. Okay? So stay plugged into the system. Wait until you see what we have going on for everybody here at the Unit of Prosperity. Reginald's a mad scientist in the back. He's going to make sure that we are the #1 community out there. Okay? It's not about big I's and little U's, but we're going to be the #1 cohesive community out there helping people in total life changes. So stay plugged in. Again, go to traintlcreps.com. Even top income earners, Kenny Lloyd, Stormy, Greg and Lanika, who bought their home for cash over they paid $600,000 income disclaimer. We don't, guarantee that you're going to be making any money like that, but they paid cash for their home. Know the stories. And this is one of the reasons why you want this. Okay? You may be a nobody in your family. I said it. I'm a nobody in my family. Okay? Documentation beats anything coming out of this mouth. Let me say it again. Documentation beats anything coming out of this mouth, because that means this had to get published. Okay, pretty colors, all this type of stuff. Let them read the facts. Let them read the stories. Don't worry about the facts. The stories is going to close them out.
Yep.
Bruce, was there anybody that asked any questions in there? Because I wanted to show.
Yeah, I've got one here, Gary, on the Facebook page.
Go ahead.
Don Phoebus out of New Mexico asks, he's looking for a sizzle call. That's about 2 to 3 minutes. He said most he's been directed to are about 10 to 15 minutes long. When I have somebody on the phone, I need a quick deal to filter their interest. Okay. I don't know if you have anything. I know the one I use, but it's about 9 minutes long.
Yeah, I can give you one. I can give you one here. Here's the thing with the sizzles. Okay. I'm gonna tell you what I use. I don't use a sizzle. Okay. I use the Wake Up and Be Awesome video.
Right. Okay.
That is the best sizzle that there is. You need to download that, okay, on your phone, okay? That way you're able to send it to them and upload it to your Facebook profile, anywhere where you can upload it and you can easily share it with somebody. Okay? Because a sizzle call is great, and the company has a sizzle call number, and it was an old number that I had seen that was shared with me. But you know what? It sounded really like an infomercial. It sounded too infomercially. Okay, and I said, you know what? That's not going to resonate. Okay, so I'm going to get the number, because my girl Kim Q is the one that sent it to me. And I'll post it in the group, but it is 4 minutes long. Again, it does sound like an infomercial. It does sound like an infomercial. So just be prepared to have it sound like that. Was there anybody else that had a question?
I actually use Stormy's call, but that one is, and I can post that number in there too. It's 9 minutes long. But it's pretty high energy.
There's one 9 minutes? I didn't hear 9 minutes.
What's that?
I never heard the 9 minute one.
Yeah, I've got anybody that wants it, I'll give it to you right now, but I'll post it in the Facebook page too. That phone number is, get ready to write, 518-777-5825. 4062. Again, that number 518-777-4062. That's Stormy Wellington. She does a sizzle call. Now, the way I use that is I ask the person on the line. These are total strangers. I ask the person on the line, do you have 9 minutes right now? And they say, yes, I do, or no, I don't. But when they say yes, I'll say, excellent. I'll tell you what, we have an overview call that's starting in a couple of minutes. We do, as soon as I dial the number and three-way them in, it starts, okay? I'm not telling them it's recorded. I just simply say it's starting in a couple of minutes. And, if you have 9 minutes right now, is that the case? And they'll say, yes, I do. And I say, okay, fantastic. If it's okay with you, I'm going to do a three-way call. I'll stay on the line with you. And I do that for a couple of reasons, because I know they're going there. They're going to listen to it, right now. Okay. And otherwise you may never hear from them again. So I three-way them right into that sizzle call. I dial it, put them on hold for a second, do the three-way. At the end of it, I come back to them, and I simply ask two questions, and I say, you can ask me questions afterwards. I simply ask them, what part of the call did you like best? And the second one is on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being the worst, 10 being the best. What's your level of interest at the present time? And they're going to tell you. And depending on what they say is depending on what direction you go. And, then, it is what it is. You want a decision. You want to, talk with them and just be professional. Treat it like you would be if you were sitting behind the desk interviewing them for a job on your board of directors at a $1 billion corporation, okay? Because you have a multi-million-dollar business in your fingers, and keep that in mind. It depends upon how you look at you Inc. And when you look at you Inc. as you being the CEO of your own company, would you want that person on your board of directors? And if they start talking about, oh, it's a scam, do you want that person on your board of directors of a $1 billion corporation? Probably not, okay? Just say, I'm sorry, you don't qualify. It's okay you want to disqualify people, because 8 out of 10 people that you talk to are going to tell you no, they're not going to be interested, whatever. And that's great, because that saved you a whole bunch of time of meeting them at a coffee shop somewhere, buying them a cup of coffee, spending 2 hours with them for them to tell you that you got 9 minutes invested versus 2 hours. Okay. Huge difference. I do it all the time. And awesome. It works. What's that?
Hey, Bruce, I posted the 4-minute sizzle inside of the Q&A, chat there.
Okay.
I wanted to say, I gotta share my screen. Hold on, so that you guys get the understanding of where this is all coming from. And definitely, thank you for asking that question there.
Any more questions? Please put them in the group, and we'd love to answer them for you.
Yeah. Also, Bruce, put that other number inside of the group also.
Got
it. Okay. So I look at this. Let me know if you can see my screen, guys. Bruce, can you see the screen?
Yeah, I got you.
All right, perfect. All right, so this person took the video, put it on their page, and here's my thought process by using the wake up and be awesome. Okay, it's going to go through a plethora of people. Okay. And you can even, download this, put this on an MP3, and have it just as an audio. If you have tape or call, you can record this. Tape or call is an app. You can, record the audio part, of this. But I utilize this video because one, it's talking about my company. I'm hitting all their senses. Well, there are two main senses: their visual senses and their hearing senses. Okay, so I'm going to listen to the call, the line that Bruce has, and that Bruce shared, so that I can say, okay, and sometimes I match up personalities, but I'm going to give them the same spiel every time, which is this. If you're not moved, okay, if you don't say, I would like to know more about this company after watching this video, I don't care if I got Bruce Wayne, Batman, doing the presentation for you. It's not going to mean anything. And this video is 6 minutes long. 6 minutes. So you got a 6-minute video, or you got a 9-minute sizzle call you can use, okay, for first time exposure, okay? And you got a 4-minute sizzle number. You can actually use Bruce's number first, okay? And if they say, man, I'd like to know more, boom, then you send them this as a backup. Okay? That works also. It's whichever way you feel is best that is going to connect with the people that that you're sharing this with. But here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. I think Reggie just came back from Memphis, right? He was in Memphis, and he was with was it Tanya Scott?
Yeah, I believe he was.
Okay. Anytime you're searching for something inside of the Facebook group, ladies and gentlemen, there's a little search box up here inside of the Facebook group. Okay. And this is on your phone too. It says search Facebook or search inside of the group. Type in whatever word you're looking for. And the system, the computer is going to go and find any conversations with this word, Tanya Scott. So you notice I didn't have to scroll back through hundreds of conversations. Ladies and gentlemen, when I listened to Mr. Holton Buggs, one of the #1 income earners, in the industry, makes over $1 million a month or something, like some craziness like that. He said if he had a chance to do it all over again, he would believe much bigger, much faster. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what your beliefs are, okay? I'm not too much with the glitz and the glamour, but when I saw this video right here, and she expressed from her heart what these products were doing for a lot of team members, okay? And we can't make any medical claims. This has to show you what we have our hands on is huge, okay? Huge. The tea does more than just help some people lose weight. So you have to really believe, and there are hundreds of testimonials out there. So you got to say to yourself, do you believe in this business? Or is it only going to work for Bruce? Is it only going to work for Kerry? No, you got to believe. If I open my mouth and I ask the question, do you or anybody else would love to lose 5 pounds in 5 days and possibly make an extra $1,000 by New Year's? Do you mind referring them to me? Okay? You got to stay plugged into the energy. I just listened to a training by Nina Moore, and she says, do not be an island. Do you know what an island is? Let me show you what an island is. There's 1,470 people plugged in here. But you or some of us would rather go and take all of our team and put them on some little deserted island over here. Little deserted island by themselves, right up here. See where the star is? Right up there. Right up here in the corner. Nobody knows. Nobody's on that island. I want to be here. Okay? I want to be here. I want to be here with the welcomes. Okay? I want to be here celebrating my team coming out. I want to be here. I want to be here with all the welcomes and the trainings and the welcomes and the midday calls. and the recognition and the stuff that's coming out. I want to be here. I want to be here with the excitement. Okay, this is what your team needs to stay plugged into. Don't put them out there on an island by themselves, and they're not seeing people have success. Okay, look at that there, guys. Let me tell you, I keep these proof pictures, TLC proof. I am loaded up for months with pictures in TLC proof. Okay, there's no way that somebody's going to tell me that this business does not work. Okay, there's no way somebody's going to tell me that this business does not work. Anytime I see a proof picture, I snag it. Okay, because I know somebody. Look at this, guys, right here. My 9-year-old daughter. My 9-year-old daughters, okay? 30 days, total life changes journey. 1 tablespoon daily of the amazing NutriBurst. How many of you guys are sharing this out there? We are not just tea, and you need to believe that there's childhood obesity going on out there because we're feeding kids Skittles, Twinkies, Yo-Yos, Oreos all day. Okay? You need to believe much bigger, much faster. Much bigger, much faster. Okay? He believes it's on the back of his car. Offline advertisement. Have people come up to you. Okay? Come on. Look at these before and afters. This was actually the before. I forgot where I put the after.
Hey,
okay?
Hey, Kerry.
Yeah, back to you, bud.
Hey, I was in a hair salon today, that place that I stopped by, and I was doing a follow-up. The lady I actually went there for wasn't there. And while I was there, I happened to mention to the owner of the salon, that I came by to see her daughter, and got talking with the owner. She said, "Tell me about this tea." So I talked to her about it, and I ended up selling not only her, but 2 other ladies. I sold $100 worth of tea and some NutriBurst before I left there this afternoon in probably 20 minutes. And the person I went there to see wasn't even there. Okay.
Wow.
Now she came back, and I ended up selling some to her too, because the word is out there. And one of the ladies clearly said to me, I was going to go online and buy some, but I didn't know anybody. I'm so glad you walked in here. And then I got her contact information, which is a key by itself. So, amazing. People out there just praying.
We're going to change lives. It's whether or not people are ready for their life to be changed.
Yep.
When I see all these before and afters, there's nobody that's going to stop me. There is nobody that's going to stop me from watching, Scott, Scott Bent. Okay, yep. I'm going to see him in New Orleans. There's nobody that's going to stop me. There's too many people having success.
Yep.
300 pounds he was. He's down to 160. There's people, when people are putting total life changes on their business, when they're changing their awning and putting total life changes up, guys, call that a clue.
Yep.
I am not going to be denied with total life changes. You have to say to yourself, you know what? I'm in. I'm all in. I'm not going to give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm in the right place with the right team, with the right group of people, and I am going to make it happen no matter what. One last thing, and we're going to close this out. Bruce, if there's any last questions in there. Listen, ladies and gentlemen.
No last question. I just want to say one last thing, and then we're going to jump off here, okay? And you can say your last. I'll let you close it out.
Go ahead.
If you don't know who Ray Higdon is, Ray Higdon went from desperately broke many years ago to a 7-figure earner in this industry. And what he did to come from literally, desperation to the penthouse and financially is this. Every single day that man woke up, was he scared? Was he afraid that, because he was losing everything financially? Okay. But every single day he challenged himself. Nobody else did. He challenged himself to go out and find 20 people per day. Now you don't have to do 20, but he went out, challenged himself to find 20 people per day that would tell him no. Okay. And he wrote a book called Go for No by Ray Higdon. Get that book if you don't have it. It's an awesome book. But but out of that came, the beginning of an empire that he has today. And, I'm going to challenge you throughout the process of you building your business to find. Now you're going to have to talk to more people than 5 or 10, however many. You set your own number. You challenge yourself. I'm not doing this, but I challenge you to find 2 people, 5 people, whatever, that your goals are. The bigger your goals, the bigger the plan, the more no's you're going to have to take. Okay. But bottom line is, you can start having fun. I go out and search for 10 no's in a day. And sometimes it's even difficult to find them, because as you're searching for those no's, people will be saying, oh yeah, I've heard about that tea. Oh yeah. And they'll start saying yes to you. And mentally, you'll be so set on trying to find those no's that, you're not going to turn the yeses down, obviously. But it's almost like, oh, I can't get to that. I haven't gotten to that goal for today. Okay. Well, I'd rather go home with 7 no's and 3 yeses jumping for joy because I got no's and yeses than beaten and dejected and gotten neither. Okay. So with that, I'm done. Have a great evening, everybody. And Carrie, it's back to you to close out.
Okay. So guys, man, I wasn't expecting you to finish so soon, but anyway,
we can go another hour if you want.
No, we're not going another hour. but guys, Facebook is your friend. Okay. So when I just typed in, like if I'm looking for like real estate, people who live in Houston that like real estate. Okay. Anything that you type in up here, Facebook is going to find something on there that matches what you're typing in. So people who like Robert Kiyosaki, and I always get his last name mixed up. So I just typed in people who like Robert Kiyosaki. Robert Kiyosaki is the author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. When you're saying, oh, I don't know, I don't have people to talk to. Well, guess what? Besides the ones that, besides the people that are here, you click on people, okay? And I didn't even filter this down. I could have said that live in New Jersey at the end of that, okay? So don't tell me that that you can't find people, because there's people all over, okay, the place that are like-minded. Okay. So remember, Facebook is your friend. And if you ran out of friends and family, feel free to type in a search, people that like smoothies. Okay. people that like, whatever. And Facebook will find it for you. And then you go and you learn to connect with people, not spam, but connect. So with that said, guys, as I said before, and I don't know if you guys were able to see the screen there, because I think it was on Bruce. People who like, and I typed in Robert Kiyosaki. Okay. I just realized that the screen was small and it was probably on Bruce. So people who like Robert Kiyosaki, okay? And you click on people, all right? and then you scroll down and get past the ones that you know, and look for ones that you don't know. Look for ones that are not your friends. And you keep scrolling, and it's going to give you people who are not your friends, okay? And then you're going to be like, you know what? I need to connect with this person, okay? And even if say this is one of your friends right here. Just say this is one of your friends right here, Sean. And you notice that he liked Robert Kiyosaki, but you've never reached out to him. Now you have a reason to reach out to him. So I would click on Sean, hypothetical example, and I'm just going to say something like, you know, hey, Sean, just was on Rich Dad, Poor Dad's page and seen you liked his page also. We need to talk. I'm just going to send that as a okay. So guys, that's my quick training right there. I'm going to come back and do a more extensive training on how I connect with people on Facebook. But guess what? I reached out to him. I told him that, hey, Sean, I was just on Robert Kiyosaki's page, author of Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and I noticed that you liked his page also. What did I do? We have a commonality. I like the page. He liked the page. I want to find out, you know, what's his thoughts on what Robert is saying, and start a conversation. Not pitch, start a conversation. But anybody that's reading Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki's book, is the like-minded person that I would like to network with and possibly share with them what I'm doing. But at the bare minimum, I just added another friend onto my list that's going to be watching my Facebook page. And when I post about TLC, which is not often, that's a whole nother training, they will get some exposure. With that said, guys, we went over 15 minutes. Hopefully you got value from this. Comment in the group, and we will talk with you later. The broadcast is officially over. All right. Talk with y'all later. Stay plugged in. This is your boy, K Mr. Excitement, and Bruce.